That's fine, I'll move. Is it wireless?
Yes.
Oh, then I can even scoot down.
But I'm not 100% sure.
I got power. I think I turned the power on. I don't see anything going yet.
When I click on live, I get to click up here.
Oh.
Okay, because I'm getting this when I click on it. So it's working on yours though.
Looks like it.
Okay, good.
Hello, test.
I'm getting this when I click on it. So it's working on yours.
Looks like it. Hello, test. Perfect. Yeah, I turned it up too. So good. Welcome everyone to the first game of the 2025-2026 Bethalto Eagles varsity hockey game. Starting in goal tonight, we have AJ. Starting as forward, Timothy Krushik, Austin Hodge, Brock Green. Defense is Corin Pierce and Garrett Wooten. Brock's going to go in for the face-off, tips it ahead. Timmy's able to dump it down into the zone. Timmy's going to chase in after it. He's going to put that into the boards. Let's go out to the point. Garrett's going to send it back in. It gets tipped to the side of the net. Behind the net, Brock sends it out to the near side. Corin tries to hold the line. It gets past Hodge. Nimmo's going to take it for Highland. They're going to fire a shot off the post. Sorry, that's going to go into the zone, but Highland's going to get that back out. Conan's going to go ahead and take that, send it out over for, I can't see the numbers on the black jerseys. Corin's going to try and block. Shot on. AJ's going to send it away. Austin Hodge picks it back up. Austin with it now. He comes in across the blue line. He's got Brock Green and Colton Dekemper with him. Brock tries to fire. It goes to a skate. Highland picks it up at center ice. It gets back, and then Stephen Arledge sends it out. That's going to go to AJ. He's going to glove it and hold on. In for the face-off goes Kendall. It's going to come up for Duncan. Duncan through the neutral zone into Highland zone. Goes down into the near corner. Kendall to help out. Highland looks to come away with it. Duncan picks it back up. Duncan tries to send it through. Goes to the far corner. Duncan battling on the boards. In to help is Dekemper. And Highland's going to send that into the neutral zone. Conan's going to stick it. And then Arledge is going to grab it. Goes back up to Kendall through the neutral zone. He's going to send it over to the side, but Highland's going to grab a hold of it. That gets sticked right into the zone by Duncan. Keep it off sides, but it comes back to center ice. Arledge goes back for it in the Defaulto zone. Kendall tips it out, takes a big hit. That's going to go out to Highland. Highland retreating back. Dekemper giving chase. And now we've got Hodge. Hodge is going to pick it up. Hodge skates it in. He puts it to the net. That goes to the off the blocker to the right. Bulldogs back into the neutral zone. It gets sticked down by Arledge. Hodge picks it up, but then Highland picks it back up again. Now sticked away for Wooten. Then up to Hodge. Hodge in across the line. Hodge into the net. That gets sticked away. Krushik goes out of the outside for it. Over on the far boards, everyone's battling. Krushik comes away with it. He puts it to the net. It goes off the leg pad. In behind the net, he battles. He goes out to Pierce on the end. Pierce fires a shot. That gets blocked by Highland. Highland through the neutral zone now. They come in across the line. Blocked by Garrett. They put that one out far over the net. In behind the net, Hodge is battling for it. They send that one off Corin's skate, but Hodge grabs it. Hodge gets it, tries to get to Green, but it rolls. Highland offsides. They got to reset, so Garrett looking to send it out. Moving up to Krushik. Krushik's going to dump it in. It's going to rim around to the far corner where Green goes after it. Highland tries to get that one out. It comes to the neutral zone where Pierce is going to settle it down. Pierce going back the other way now. She's going to send that down, but that's going to go in for an icing call. 10:46 left to go in the first period, no score. Face off into the Palto zone. Gets bogged down. Arledge tries to go out the other way. That gets stick down. Still battling in the corner. Kendall sends it over to the far side. That doesn't go past Dekemper. Highland's able to keep it right on the line. Duncan sends it out for Dekemper. Dekemper up ahead with it now. He tries to get it into the zone. Duncan tries to get it. Highland sends it back to the neutral zone. Arledge dips it down while we go to avoid the offsides. Highland has it, but it comes out to the point. Arledge tries to get a hold of it. It gets past him. Back goes Duncan for it. He sends it back up. It stays in the zone with a stick by Highland. They're going to send that one into the near corner. Arledge picks it up behind the net. Over to the far side. Dekemper tries to get it. He comes away with it. Dekemper over the red line. He's going to dump it in, get a change. Kendall's going to go in after it, though. Kendall in behind the net. He tips it out to the far side. Hodge going for it now. Hodge battling on the boards. It goes to Brock Green. He shoots one. Goes wide with the glove. Pierce picks it up. She goes back into the neutral zone. She sends it out That gets back. Highland goes back the other direction. Green tries to go for it. Highland in over the line. Highland with a shot that goes high up over the net. Over into the near corner, battling. It gets out in front where Wooten's able to tip it out. It goes straight to a Bulldog. So now over in the far corner, Brock's going to grab it. That's going to go to Krushik. Krushik looking to send it. He gets it up to Green. Green over the blue line. Highland tips it back out. That gets sent back in. Clear for an offside. Now into the near corner. Green goes in after it. That gets tipped up. Krushik's going to try and get it down. That goes over to the far side. Hodge going in after it now. Hodge with it. Krushik's able to stick it away. Krushik out to the front, and Highland's stick gets in the way. Hodge with it again. Hodge goes back. Hodge goes to fire a shot. Scoop up the goalie. Green tried to pick up the rebound. He got shoved out of the way. Hodge behind the net. He's looking to come back out to somebody. He goes out to the point for Arledge. Arledge goes to send one in. It gets wide of the net. It's in front. It's loose. Highland picks it up. Highland comes back through the neutral zone. They're going to dump that one in, but it gets tipped, so it's not an icing call. Conan with it now. Conan tries to skin it out on the other side. That gets tipped back in. Arledge back in behind the net. Highland's going to stick that one down over the far corner. Krushik battling for it. Highland still on the boards. Krushik's able to get it out into the neutral zone. Racing after it is Hodge. Hodge picked a one-on-one. That gets just past him. Hodge looking to send it to somebody. Hodge tries to make a move. He gets continued to be battled in the corner. Hodge tangled up with three guys. Dekemper's going to go in looking to help. Trying to pop that out of there. It's still stuck. Still battling over on the boards. It comes out. Highland goes behind the net with it. Highland on the near side. They're going to send it up. They come up through the neutral zone. Pierce tries to get it, but Conan's able to send it out. Highland tips it down, so it's no icing. They're going to go back into their zone. Dekemper chasing after them, along with Kendall chasing, but Highland sends that one all the way down for an icing call. Face off in the Bulldog zone. Kendall gets it. It gets popped out. Highland in through the neutral zone. Wooten chasing. That goes off for Pierce. She sends it back the other way for Duncan to pick up. Highland sticks it back out, but Dekemper grabs it, dumps it into the near corner. Duncan in after it, gets it out front. It bounces off the goalie. Now it's going to get popped out through the neutral zone. Wooten after it with one Bulldog on him. He's going to send it back. That goes to Dekemper. Dekemper battling one-on-one. He comes into the Bulldog zone. Dekemper with it, comes back the other direction. Kendall picks it up. Then it pops out for Pierce. Pierce sends it to the far corner. That's going to go over again for Kendall. Resetting. Then Kendall gets it back down in. Behind the net. It's going to go off the side. Green's going to go in to try and give chase. That's going to pop out to the neutral zone. That's going to come down for an icing call. So another face-off in the Bulldog zone with 6:34 left to go in the first, no score. So we've got Green, Krushik, Hodge, Arledge, and Conan out there. Green with the face-off, goes out to Conan at the point. It gets tipped off. One-on-one battle, and Highland sends it over. It shoots wide. Highland still with it in the near corner. Highland picking it back up. They make a shot. Blocker saved by AJ. Over to the far side it goes. Hodge is able to grab it, and Highland swats it back in. So Highland on the far side with it, looking to send it across. They get it in front of the net, but it gets tipped out by Arledge. Shot wide up over the net. Krushik looking to go in after it. It gets passed back to Brock. Green with it. It's going to come out to the neutral zone for Hodge. Hodge goes up with it. He's got Krushik right next to him. Krushik tries to make the block. Hodge goes wide. He gets stuck in the corner. Hodge with it in behind the net. Krushik looking to help out in the near corner. That's going to get out, and it gets swatted over to the far side. Highland across the neutral zone. Wooten there to stick it down. Wooten battling against the boards. Highland throws that one in, goes off the side of the stick of the goalie. That goes in to the far. Oh, gets another one shot up over the net. Krushik with it now. He's looking to send it. Nope, he's going to skate it. He gets it across into the neutral zone, looking for some help. He gets it to Green. Green up the near boards, and Pierce is able to tip it back in. Green with it in front, but he gets knocked by 2 players. Now Green over in the far corner. That's a stop for Hodge. And Hodge! Oh, Dekemper fires a shot, puts one in over the shoulder of the goalie, and that puts Micalto up 1-0. All right, in for the face-off is Jasper Kendall. Kendall's going to go down into the corner, sends it to the side of the net. The goalies will swat it away. Kendall battling in behind the boards. Dekemper tries to help. On comes Duncan to assist. Goes back down into the corner. Gets just past Dekemper's stick. That gets settled out to the neutral zone by the Bulldogs. They're going to go ahead and dump that one in. Conan's going to go for it on the far side along with the help of Dekemper, but Highland sends it back in behind the net. Arledge sends it back over the far side. He's going to get that one down. It's going to go just past the ref. Makes a weird angle, but doesn't quite go on goal, so that'll be an icing call. So we've got Kendall, Dekemper, Duncan, Conan, and Arledge. That one's going to get shot wide over AJ's head. Over on the near side, Duncan tries to clear it. Highland holds it on the corner. They send it back down in. It goes behind the net. Arledge trying to battle. Conan goes in on the far side for it. Conan tries to get to that one. That gets shot to the side of the net. Over in the near corner, Highland puts it back in. Over around to the far side. Dekemper tries to grab it. He's able to grab a hold of it, but Highland sticks it back in. It's going to come back in behind the net on the near side. Arledge tries to send it around. Highland sticks it down. Highland with it out to the circle. That's going to go off AJ's leg pad. Over there for Dekemper. Now to Conan. Highland still with it in behind the net. We need to clear the puck here. Oh, Highland cleared it for us. So now we're going to change and get back down into the offensive zone. We've got Hodge, Krushik, Green, Pierce, and Wooten. So Wooten's able to stick that one. The player gets knocked down. Wooten's going to dump it down in behind Highland's net. In for it is Krushik. But Highland's able to get that one out. Wooten tries to send it in. He gets a big hit. There's going to be a delayed penalty here. Krushik with it now over to Hodge. Hodge with it. He sends one. It bounces off the goalie. And Highland's going to touch that puck and go to the box. We've got a little extracurricular activity going on. So that'll be a roughing call on Highland. Micalto will go on the power play for 2 minutes with 3:07 left to go in the first period, up 1-0. So it looks like we got Dekemper, Pierce, Krushik, Green, and Hodge. Green's going to go in for the faceoff. Green with it out to Hodge. Hodge with it. He's looking to go out to the point. Pierce with it over to Hodge. Hodge sends one to the net. That gets off the leg pad. Krushik tries to block that one down. It gets off. Corin with it now. So Pierce back out at the blue line. Pierce moving back over to the far side. She sends that one, and it gets off a stick and up into Highland's bench. In for the faceoff again is Green. He gets that back out to Hodge. Hodge gets knocked down. He's got a battle against the boards, but Pierce grabs it. She gets it into the far corner. Hodge in after it now. He gets tangled behind the net. He's looking to come back out. Goes out for Pierce. Pierce fires a shot. It goes off a stick. And I guess it went up into the net, so we'll call that play dead. Face off for Green, out to Hodge. Hodge looking to move it around. He gets it in front of the net. It goes off the goalie. Highland looking to clear it. There is no icing because we are on the penalty kill, so Krushik goes back for it now. Krushik battling with one. He gets it back out to the blue line. It doesn't clear. Highland with it now. That gets off, tips off Krushik's stick all the way up into the roof rafters. So we're going to get Duncan, Arledge, D. Kemper, Kendall, and Wooten out there. Highland puts a shot on. AJ's going to glove that down. .105 left to go in the power play for the Eagles. That gets out to Kendall. He tries to get it to Arledge. Arledge gets tangled up along the boards. D. Kemper tries to get to it. D. Kemper away with it. He tries to get it out. Highland's still sticking at it. Highland with it now. They make a shot that goes off the glove. In behind the net, Arledge goes for it, and then over for Wooten. Another shot by the Bulldogs, and that gets blocked. Now out to the far side. Wooten looking to send it down. It goes to Kendall. Kendall up across the blue line, one-on-one. He fires one into the glove. And that'll keep the puck in the offensive zone. Eagles make another change. D. Kemper, Krushik, Green, Hodge, Pierce. Green in for the face-off. Green with it, gets it out to Hodge. Hodge immediately gets tangled up, and the Bulldogs send it back down the other way. No icing because of the penalty, so that's going to come over to the near boards for Krushik. He gets tangled up, but it goes in behind the net. Krushik looking to skate it out. He dumps it off for D. Kemper? No, Hodge. Hodge in over the blue line. He makes one move around. He gets knocked off the puck. Tries to angle in around. Comes in around. Krushik fires a shot. Krushik scored a goal. That's a power play goal for Krushik. So the Alto up 2-0 now with 1:17 left to go in the first period. So we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. So now we're going to have Green, Norton, Hartley, Wooten, and Pierce. Pierce is able to tip that one back to the blue line. Norton's going to come at it on the near side. Highland goes back into their zone. And Hartley's able to stick that one. Highland comes away with it. Norton gets a stick down, stays in the zone. Green after it. But Highland's able to clear out now. Highland comes in over the zone. 3-on-1. They're going to fire one off AJ's shoulder. It's going to go up into the net. So we're going to have a face-off just to the outside of AJ. Green goes in for the face-off. It comes out to the near boards. Hodge goes in after it. Highland sends it in behind the net. Highland with it now. They try to wrap around. That gets off of the stick. Krushik in, battling in the boards. Now with Pierce. I think Krushik just took a knee to the gut there. Now with the far side. It comes out for Krushik. He sends it to Green, who sends it back to Krushik. Krushik's going to dump it down into the zone. 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Hodge settles it in the corner, reverse checks. Hodge comes back away with it. Highland just keeps slashing the stick there. Conan's going to keep that one in the zone, sends it down. Highland's able to grab it. That gets sticked off by Hodge. That gets up to Hicks for Highland, and that goes off. And then, oh my goodness. So AJ saved that goal. They picked up the rebound, and then Conan sticked it away. So now we're going to go back out for Arledge. Arledge is going to send it down. It's going to be the end of the period. After one, Highland leading, or not, sorry, but Alto Eagles leading 2-0. Getting ready to start the second period. Green goes into the face-off. He's able to swat it away. Highland holds it at the blue line, sends it the other way. Highland's going to dump it down in behind the net. Then Conan goes for it. That comes out for Green over on the near side. That gets to the center ice. Krushik's able to grab a hold of it, gets it off for Hodge. Hodge in across the blue line. He's got Green right next to him. Hodge fires a shot. Krushik tries to get to it, but Highland sticks it away. Highland back again. Conan's able to tip it off, but he picks it back up. They go to make a shot. That goes wide. Over to the far boards. Krushik with it now. He sends it up for Green. That goes off to Hodge. Hodge in over the blue line, 1-on-2. He's got Green over on the far side. Hodge coming back with it now. That gets to the line. Highland comes away with it. Hodge is able to stop it with his skate. That's got to clear for the Eagles. Now they're not offsides anymore. Krushik, why did you do that? And that's going to be a late hit penalty or interference or something on Krushik. So Bethalto's going to go on the penalty kill here for 2 minutes. So we've got Green, Duncan, Pierce, and looks like Hodge out there. Green in for the face-off, gets it out for Hodge. Hodge is able to send it all the way down, Duncan able to send it all the way down because of the penalty kill. Hodge is going to tie it up in the Highland far corner. Highland pokes that one out. They're still holding them on the wall. Now they're Highland across to the red line. They're going to bring it into the zone. They fire a shot that goes off the leg pad of AJ. Battling over in the corner is Pierce now. Highland pokes that one out. They send it out to the center. That gets sticked away now by Duncan. Duncan tries to flip it out of the zone. It hits off a Highland helmet. Highland with it now, looking to go back in. Trying not to be offsides. Now they're clear. Highland over on the far side. Coming back out to the point. Pressure from Dekemper. Highland in behind the net. They go back out to the side, and it gets flipped over a stick, and it's going to go back down into their zone. No icing. Dekemper's going to go back to pressure. Highland brings it back to the neutral zone. Green tries to get that one, and Highland gets around. That gets to another shot that's blocked away by Pierce. Over on the far corner, in behind the net for Duncan. Pierce trying to battle over in the other corner. 47 seconds left in the penalty kill. That goes out to center, and that goes off of the chest of AJ. Brock Green with it now, trying to get it out. That gets over to the other side. That's going to come back out of the zone. Highland needs to reset again. Highland with it over to the far side. Dekemper pushing pressure. They're going to get it back to neutral ice. Pierce with it over on the far side. Highland just dumps it in. Chasing back is Duncan. Duncan with it now. He tries to go back the other direction. And Green's able to poke it out into the corner. Green with it now. He's going to send it out for Hodge. Hodge settles it down. Hodge over the blue line, 1-on-2. And Highland pokes that one. Highland back away in the neutral zone with it. Duncan tries to grab it. Duncan gets tangled on the corner. Trying to clear it out, but Highland pokes it down into the far boards. Hodge tries to clear it again. Penalty kill over. Back out on the ice is Krushik. Green with it on the boards. Hodge is able to pick it up. Hodge sends it up for Krushik. Krushik settles it down with a breakaway. One man behind him. He goes and puts it away for 5 goals! So I guess he redeemed himself for that really bad penalty. And if you don't know, he belongs to me, so I can say whatever I want about it. 3-0 Bethalto, 10:47 left to go in the second period. Kendall, Dekemper, Hartley out there now on forward. Conan and Arledge on defense. That comes back through the neutral zone for Conan. Conan goes to send it Stopped at the blue line by Highland. Oh, knocked down his Dekemper. That's going to go back down in and chase for an icing call, but Arledge gets there first. Arledge is able to kick it behind the net. Highland comes back away with it. To the near boards is Highland, and that tries to get sticked out. That gets just past Hartley. Highland with a shot that gets blocked by Arledge's skate. Hartley with it now, trying to skate through the neutral zone. Hartley moving. He's going to fire one to the net. That gets loose in front. Then it gets tried to get picked up. Arledge with it. He holds the line, gives it back to Kendall. That comes just out of the zone. We need a reset. There, Kendall with it, but it gets sticked away by Highland. Poked back away by Hartley. Now in for where it goes, Kendall into the near corner. And Highland's going to send that one all the way down for an icing call. 9:48 to go in the second period. Green in for the face-off. He's going to try to get that out. It goes back to Highland. That gets tipped in by Krushik, but Highland gets it out. Through the neutral zone is Krushik. Wooten tries to battle it off, but they come through. Now that's going to get blocked by Pierce. And Green tries to pick it up, but Highland gets it back. It goes far of the net. That goes off to Hodge. Hodge with it up to Green. Green looking to bring it out. Green with it across the red line. He gets it up to Krushik, who tips it in, but Highland sticks it down. That gets sticked back by Wooten. And Highland still has it, but Hodge comes in for it now. Hodge battling along the boards. Hodge carrying the puck. He gets knocked down, tries to get it back. Then Wooten goes in after it. And then more battling for Hodge. It gets outside of the zone, so back to the neutral zone for Green to reset. Over for Pierce. And Highland's able to stick that one. Pierce is able to get it. Highland comes out. They're going to go take a shot. AJ's going to push it to the side. Warren looking to reset here. That's going to go over for Krushik. Krushik looking to send it up, but it's going to get past Hodge and go for an icing call. 8:45 to go in the second. So for the faceoff goes Kendall. Arledge tries to get in to help. Highland keeps it out on the far boards. They shoot one wide of the net. It comes around to the near side. Out to the point. Dekemper tries to go after it. Conan picks it up in the corner. Over on the boards. Dekemper gets tangled up with it. Dekemper with it. It goes behind the net, and Conan tries to go after it. Battling. Dekemper tries to come back the other way. Lots of Bulldogs on just a couple players. That's going to go out and across to Duncan. Duncan's able to tip it in. Chasing back is Highland. Duncan's able to get it in the corner. Duncan looking for some help. He's got it all sorts of tangled. And then comes, Dekemper was right there, but Highland stuck it away. Now Duncan back with it. Duncan moves around. Duncan looking to fire a shot. That goes off the blocker of the goalie. Kendall keeps it, but Highland takes it away in front. Highland with it at the blue line. Arledge tries to stop. They poke it out to the neutral zone. We send it in and clear. Back in for pressure as Highland tries to clear goes Dekemper. Highland through the neutral zone. They're going to dump it down and change. In behind the net, it's going to go for Arledge. Arledge with it now. He sends it out. It gets stopped at the blue line. There to try and get it is Duncan, but Highland gets it past. Highland goes to take a shot. That goes off with the glove of AJ. Another off AJ's chest. Another off his leg pad. Woo, big saves there by AJ. Dekemper tries to get to it. From the point, it goes another shot, and AJ gloves that one up behind the net. Now tangled in behind the net. Conan trying to battle. Highland comes away with it. Delayed penalty here by Bethalto. That's going to go and it get in front. AJ with it down, and that'll get it whistled down. But Bethalto's going to go back on the penalty kill again. So we've got Kendall in the box. I didn't see any hand gestures for what it was for. So in for the face-off. It gets tangled up out in front with Hodge. That gets sent, and Bacalto clears that all the way down to the opposite end. Highland's going to retreat back for it now. Krushik's going to give pressure. Krushik tries to get it. It goes up through the neutral zone. That goes off and gets to Hodge again, who's able to throw it back in. Krushik's going to pressure again. Krushik in front of the net. Highland keeps it in behind their net. Highland up to the far side now. That's going to come up, and Brock Green's going to grab it. He's going to take a hit. The player's helmet comes off. So the whistle's going to be blown dead there. That'll take the face-off. Just outside the zone. 1:27 left to go in the penalty kill. Hodge gets it tangled up. Green tries to grab it, and Highland holds on. That's going to go, oh, no, that was off of, it was pouring earlier, and then it goes off of Brock's skate. Over on the near boards, Highland comes to the point. Krushik's able to tip it. Krushik speeds in after it. Krushik kicks it. Oh, it gets just tipped up under him. Now Hodge battling on the far side. Highland's going to bring it back into the zone. Green's going to send it out. Green's going to send it down. That's going to get right in front of the goalie for Krushik. He puts it right up in the corner! Throw your hats! Short-handed ball! Oh, Jasper doesn't get out of the box. Shorthanded goal puts us up 4-0. There is 59 seconds left to go in the penalty kill, so we are still shorthanded. We've got Duncan, B. Kemper, we've got Wooten, and Arledge. Scorekeeper has a question. All right, in for the face-off is D. Kemper. Then Highland sends it back into their zone. They're going to tip that off. D. Kemper goes to give some chase. Highland sends it over to the far side. Highland looking to send it out. That gets stopped down by Wooten. Highland pushes it back into the zone. Duncan chasing in after it. Duncan looking to send it out. It gets tipped down. Over in the corner, still battling, is Duncan. And that's going to bounce off of D. Kemper. In behind the net, Arledge tries to go after it. Now Wooten's still battling. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. D. Kemper trying to pressure. Oh, that gets off of a skate in front of AJ. Goes wide of the net. Wooten with it, battling in the corner. Out for Arledge. Arledge looking to come back the other way. He tries to rim that one around and clear, and he's able to get it out. 14 seconds left to go in the penalty kill. So Highland's going to chase in after it. Duncan gets there first, actually. Duncan tries to get around, battling in behind the net. He's just going to leave it. 3 more seconds to go when Kendall comes out of the box. Highland looking to clear now. Pressure from D. Kemper. Highland's going to send it all the way down for an icing call with 5:02 left to go in the second. Green, Krushik, Hodge, Conan, Arledge. That gets out to Hodge. Highland's going to stick it down. Conan tries to go after it. Arledge is going to keep it on the far side. He gets knocked down, but it comes back the other way for Hodge. Hodge comes into the zone clear. Hodge fires one. He goes into the skates just up over Krushik's stick, and Highland comes back the other way. And along the near boards, Gunner from Highland throws one to the net, and AJ holds the glove out and holds on. Green in for the face-off. It gets tangled up. It goes to the outside. They throw that one to the net, and AJ off AJ's leg pads, but he's going to glove over top of it, blow the whistle dead. Green goes back in again. He's able to get it to the outside. That's going to get in behind the net for Arledge. Arledge gets tangled up, and then Green tries to get back in there. It comes over to the near side corner. In goes Conan for it. Highland sends it to the point. Highland goes to fire one. It gets whiffed. Green with it up for Krushik. Krushik one-on-one. He dumps it off for Hodge. Hodge fires a shot up into the glass. Green tries to settle that one down. He goes out to the point for Pierce, but Highland grabs it. Highland one-on-one with Conan. Highland comes in for the breakaway. They're going to get that one over AJ's shoulder, so makes it a 4-1 game. Kendall, DeKemper, Duncan, Wooten, Pierce. So Kendall gets in. Highland sends it back into their zone. Highland retreating with it now. They go to send it out to the neutral zone. That gets tipped over the other side. In goes Pierce to try and get that one out of the way. Pierce with it now. She comes ahead. She sends it up for Duncan. Duncan in ahead. He goes across the blue line. That gets sticked down by Highland. It's tipped back in by DeKemper. Duncan over to the near corner. Duncan battling. Highland's going to get that one, but DeKemper gets in there. Highland with it over on the far boards. Goes to send it out. Wooten settles it down. He's able to get it back to Duncan. Duncan sends it in. Kendall's going to go in after it. Kendall in the near corner trying to get it. It's going to come out to center. Tips off. Highland comes back away with it again. Highland in. Pierce able to tip that one away. They put a shot on, and AJ holds on to that one. 3:15 left to go in the second period. Green in for the face-off. He tips it out to the outside. That gets cleared up by Arledge. Highland with it, being chased by Hodge. Now pressure from Krushik. It goes off Krushik's skate, but that's going to tip back out into the neutral zone. Now tip back down. Hodge is coming back the other way with it. Hodge in again. He's got two guys on him. Battling on the near board. That gets tipped out towards Krushik. It gets sticked away. Krushik gets it behind the net over to the far corner. That's going to go back out and get tipped up and blown dead. Looks like it made it into the Bethalto bench and bounced out. So face off just outside the Highland goalie. Green in for the face-off. He gets it to the outside. Highland tips it in behind the net. Krushik grabs a hold of it. Krushik wraps it out front and gets it to Green, who buries it. That makes it 5-1 Eagles. 2:40 left to go in the second period. Net front presence is so important when it comes to rebounds. It's also called picking up the trash. Green goes in, tries to get it away. Bulldogs come the other direction. Hodge is able to stick it down. He gets knocked off the puck. Green with it. He dips it ahead. That's going to get sent in. He fires one that goes off the glove. Krushik's going to go into the near corner for it. He's going to battle with it. Krushik's going to take another penalty here. Got your arms up a little too high, son. So Bethalto's going to go back on the penalty kill for 2 minutes. 2:21 left to go in the second period. Out goes Pierce, DeKemper, Green, and Arledge, it looks like. So it looks like DeKemper's going to go in for the face-off. He gets it out for Arledge. Arledge goes to send that one around. Wasn't quite able to clear it. It's held at the blue line. Green looking to pressure it now. Highland sends it down into the corner. That gets tipped off for in front of the net, and Green's able to take that one. He's going to send it down into the Highland zone. Take full advantage of this icing on the penalty kills. So Hodge is going to continue to battle over here in the corner, and then Highland's looking to come back away with it. They get it up to center ice, but Green gets it, but they tip it back in. Highland with it again. They're going to fire one, blockered away by AJ. Battling in the corner, it gets out in front. Highland with it now. Highland has it. They turn to shoot. They fan on that one. Another one set down by Green into the Highland zone. Coming back for it again. This Highland with a lot of pressure from Hodge. Hodge still battling with it. He's able to come away with that one. Hodge looks to take that one. He sends it. That gets tipped off. Green with it. He fires one towards the net. It goes wide. Hodge with it is going to get overskated. Highland tips it away. Highland coming back with it. Pressure from Pierce. They're going to go to the other side. They fire a shot. That bounces, but it goes just wide. Over to the corner. Looking to get it is Corin. Corin tries to get that one. Highland holds it in. Down into the far corner and behind the net for Pierce. 37 seconds in the penalty kill. That gets kept in by the leg of Aravik. And then Highland goes to the side of the net. They take 2 shots, so they both go off the leg pads. Now the net came off. We'll reset the net, do a power play right outside of AJ. .26 seconds to go in the penalty kill, 47 seconds in the second period. It's like Kendall in for the face-off here. He's able to get it out. Highland with it on the far side. They're going to send it over. That gets stick down, and AJ's able to swat it away. They go to clear, but it gets back in off of a pad. But DeKemper comes away with it. He dekes around. He makes a move backwards. He gets shoved over on the far boards. 10 seconds left to go in the penalty kill. Still tangled up in behind the net. Highland looking to come back the other way with it. They get it over to the far boards. Duncan tries to grab it. Duncan looking to circle back the other direction. That gets tipped by Highland. That should not be an icing call. That is not. And Krushik's going to go in after it behind the boards. Krushik tries to pick it up. He's battling. Keep your arms down, son. He keeps the stick. Then Hodge picks it up, out to the outside, over to the far side. 2 seconds left to go in this period. Getting very physical. At the end of 2, Bethalto has 5, Highland has 1. Shots on the board are correct. Highland has 34, Bethalto has 18. Our coaching staff tonight, our head coach is Sean Albright, and then we also have Coach Jason Dom and Brady Green and Darian, I believe his last name is Chester. I feel bad. He's only coached Darian to all of us. So we'll have 14 minutes left to go in the game. Start the third period. The Eagles sent out DeKemper, Duncan, Kendall, Wooten, and Pierce. Kendall in for the face-off. He gets it off to Pierce. Pierce goes over to Wooten. Wooten looks to tip it up, but Highland sticks it down. Wooten chasing back now. Wooten pushing him into the corner. They go to send it out in front of the net, but it goes wide. And DeKemper grabs a hold of it. He tries getting it out. He sends it up for Duncan. Duncan in across the blue line. He's getting some help on the outside from Kendall. Kendall puts it on. It gets sticked by the goalie's leg pad. Delayed penalty here on Highland for a tripping call. They're finally going to touch it, and Bethalto's going to go on the power play. Oh, Deacon just wanted to visit his dad. Green in for the face-off. That gets out for Krushik over to the far side. Krushik holding on to it out to the corner to Hodge. Hodge goes to fire a shot. That gets sticked. And over to the far side. Green sends it back in the other way. In behind the net. Krushik looks to pressure, but Highland sends it around. Hodge on the point with it. Hodge holding on to it. He tips it down in front of the net. That gets hit by a skate of Highland. That's going to come back to the neutral zone. Highland looking to send it down in. They're able to clear that. Then Corrin's able to block that one for DeKemper to come in behind the net. It goes back over to the far side for Pierce. Pierce sends it up for Green. Green gets it. It gets tipped off for Krushik. Krushik going 2-on-2. He tries to get it over to DeKemper, but Highland's able to stick that one. Hodge tries to hold the line. They send it back. Pierce back for it now. Pierce is going to send it over to the far side. That gets past, tip for Green. Green trying to come through. He gets knocked down. That gets to Hodge, I think. And it looks like we're going to have maybe an interference call. So I'm not sure what the refs are talking over here. This will put Bethalto at a 5-on-3 penalty for 101. Oh, they must have called him for a 2 and a 10. They got to send another man to the box. So that basically means the number 5 is going to be sitting for the rest of the game. All right, 5-on-3 for 101. Gets down in, comes out to the point, bounces off of Pierce's skate. Hodge resetting in the neutral zone. Hodge with it. He looks to skate around. He's getting in across the blue line. Highland tips it, but Krushik holds on. Krushik coming into it now for Green. Green fires one just wide of the net. Out to the far point for Pierce. Pierce with it. She sends it over for DeKemper. DeKemper with it, looking for a lane. He gets it down. I don't know if Krushik had any tip in that, but that was a beautiful shot by DeKemper. And right through the 5-hole that puck went. And that will put Bethalto at 6-1. We will go to 5-on-4 because that will negate the first penalty. Looks like DeKemper went through the line first, so no tippage for Krushik. He's got enough tonight. Green in for the face-off, gets it out for DeKemper. Highland's able to tip that one back. Pierce settling it down. Pierce going back into the zone, looking to send away. Up for DeKemper. Highland's able to stick that one. Krushik tries to get it. It gets back into the zone. Krushik comes back the other direction. Krushik through the neutral zone off to Green. Green coming ahead with it. 3-on-2. Oh, it rolls right past Green. Highland picks it up in the neutral zone. DeKemper's going to go back for it now. DeKemper back in the Bethalto zone. Coming around to reset. He sends it off for Hodge on the near side. Hodge coming up with it. Chase one behind him. Hodge in across the red line, in across the blue line, out to the outside, dekes through some legs, but it rolls. DeKemper tries to stop that one. Arledge is able to tip it down at neutral, and he's going to settle that one and go over to the near boards to Hodge. Hodge tries to move in again, but gets stick down. He's going to dump it down into the zone. Behind the net, Highland with it now. Krushik looking to go into chase. Krushik tries to tangle that one up, and it gets stick down by DeKemper. DeKemper gets it out to the line for Arledge. Arledge over for Green. Green with it now. He goes to fire a shot. It goes up high. 26 seconds left to go in the power play. Krushik battling along the net. DeKemper trying to help. It gets off a skate for Arledge. Arledge sends it to the net, and DeKemper tries to get it, and that's going to get all the way down. AJ's going to swat that one off, and he's going to give it off for Green. Green's going to get that one up, but Highland's right there. That gets sticked aside. In for the corner is Hodge. Highland takes it in behind the net, trying to get it out. They go to the far corner. Hodge comes in to try and help. Arledge with it now. Arledge goes back the other way for Hodge. Hodge going to send it back in behind the net. We're back to 5-on-5. Highland picks that one up. Green with it, and Hodge takes it away. And now we got a big old something in the back corner here. I don't know who we're sending. I'm sure we're sending them both. Yep. 10-13 left to go. Green's going to go in the box. Highland's going in the box too. These will be offsetting penalties, so we'll stay at 5-on-5 hockey. We've got Kendall, DeKemper, Duncan, Wooten, and Pierce. Kendall goes in for the face-off. He tips it out for Pierce. Pierce looking to send it in behind the net. That goes out back to Pierce. Oh, but it gets kicked off Kendall's skate back into the zone. Wooten gets it over to the far side. Duncan's able to tip it ahead. Kendall with it up along the wall. It gets tipped off, but Duncan holds on to it. Kendall tried the toe drag, but he was barely offside. 9:57 left to go. Falta leading 6-1. Kendall takes the face off. He's able to gets it ahead. Highland's going to clear it back out to the neutral zone. They're trying to settle it down. Duncan tries to pressure. He's able to swat that one off to the near board. Sorry. Wooten's been in the near corner. Backs it off for Duncan. Duncan tips it out, and Highland's going to hold that one down. They're going to try and send that one to the net. They just get to the side, and that gets off Pierce's stick. DeKemper's going to pick that one up. Looking to send it all the way up to Duncan. Duncan in away with it. Duncan's got it, but firing to clean up the trash as Kendall makes a couple shots, and then they come in after him. You play to the whistle, ladies and gentlemen. You play to the whistle. Enough, boys. Eagles were missing a player. Battling in front of the net. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see if the Eagles realize they only have 4 players on the ice. What is happening? There we go. Okay, now comes DeKemper. DeKemper's going to retreat back behind his net. He fires it up off the glass. Tries to get it out to Krushik. Highland sticks that one down. That gets poked out by DeKemper, and then Hodge is going to clear it, but it's going to go for an icing. 8:58 left to go in the third period. Hodge in for the face-off now. Hodge shifts that one ahead. He tries to pick it up, but Highland's able to get it back down in the zone. In the near corner for Arledge. Arledge trying to kick it out, and he gets it taken away by Highland. Highland right in front of the net. That one gets poked. AJ holds on, and then Highland sends it back through. Arledge back up off the wall again, out to the point, and that gets under Hodge's skate. Highland picks it back up, back into the near corner. Arledge trying to battle for it. Arledge with it, he tips it off to the outside. That gets off of AJ's chest. DeKemper trying to clear it, and Highland comes back away with it, but Conan's able to get it out into the neutral zone. Highland retreating back now. Into the neutral zone, Krushik applies pressure. Highland sends it in. Conan goes back after it with one behind him. He sends it up to the near side. Krushik with it, he dumps it, takes it back, and then comes through the neutral zone. Krushik across the red line, now he dumps it down into the zone. 8:03 left to go. Over to the far side. Highland's going to hold it in behind their net. DeKemper goes in after it. Hodge trying to help. Lots of sticks. DeKemper picks it back up. That goes out for Wooten. Wooten with it. He goes to fire a shot. It gets stick down. In front for Hodge. The Highland goalie puts his glove over it, and there's a whistle. Duncan in for the face-off. Pierce fires a shot. That gets gloved and goes up over the net. Held in on the line. And down into the far corner is Norton. Norton gets knocked down. In behind the net, Highland with it. Hartley goes after it. And here comes Highland the other direction. Highland's got two coming in. We've got three back. Duncan pressuring. Pierce is able to swat it to the side. Pressure on the far boards. Highland with it. It gets swatted out. That's going to go out. Oh, no, it gets sticked again. Wooten's going to send it off. Over for Duncan, but Highland picks it up. Norton putting on some pressure now. Highland back to the neutral zone. Highland's got that one. Wooten goes in on the near boards. He tries to stick it, but it goes back the other direction. Duncan's going to battle in the near corner. That gets out, but then it gets back into his skates. Wooten trying to help him out. Hartley trying to move it. That gets out in front for Pierce. She goes off for Norton. Norton looking to get it out of the zone. Highland sticks it back the other way. Norton holds on, but it gets out to the point. That's again. It's going to go over. It gets right in front, and that's, I think, between AJ's legs and under that Highland player that's sitting in between AJ's legs. .6:43 left to go in the game. Green goes in for the face-off. Green tips it out for Pierce. Pierce looks to send it in behind the net, over on the near boards for Hodge. Hodge goes to send it off for Krushik. Krushik hustling after it to prevent the icing. Krushik gets tangled up, but he's going to grab it in the corner. Krushik still battling. It comes out in front for a Highland player. Highland looking to come back the other direction. They go to send it, but it gets blocked down by Hodge. Hodge over on the far side. He's able to keep it in, trying to pressure it in behind the net. He gets it tangled up, and it gets popped out. It goes over to the outside. Hodge still battling with it. He comes back away with it now, tries to make a move, gets it into a skate. And that's going to get popped up and settled down by Pierce. Pierce looking to send it back down the other direction. Krushik has to clear. There we go. But Highland tips it back in the neutral zone. Highland's going to send it down in. AJ's going to send it behind the net. It's going for Pierce. She comes back the other direction. Wooten looking to get it up the boards. He goes up to Hodge. Hodge dumps off for Krushik. Krushik with it now. He's got Green on the outside. He goes to Green. Green gets it into the glove of the goalie. .5:44 to go. Bethalto leading 6-1. Shot count's coming a little closer now. 36 for Highland, 23 for Bethalto. Green Green goes in for the face-off. It gets tangled up the middle. Hodge grabs a hold of it. Hodge makes a move to the center. He comes around to the outside, tries to send one, but it goes wide of the corner. Highland's going to come away with it. Krushik going in after it. It gets stick down. Now battling is Hodge. Hodge with it on the near side again. He gets tangled up. It's going to pop out, and it's going to go out to the far side for Highland. Highland back with it now. Conan trying to hustle. Conan with it one. He tips that one and sends it wide of the net. Over to the near boards. That's going to come out to Arledge, but it's going to go back the other way. Conan battling over to the near side. Arledge with it again. He tips it off and tries to get it to Hodge. That's going to go to Arledge. Continues to get tangled up here on the boards. Can't seem to get it to clear. Now Krushik with it. Krushik tries to get it up for Green. Green with it at the blue line. Green going in. He's going to fire one. The goalie's going to glove that one. 4:48 to go. Face off for Kendall. Puck in behind the net. It's going to go over to the far side. Highland looking to send it out. It gets stick down. Comes just out of the zone, it looks like. They clear. Kendall still battling for it. Kendall sends it down in. Duncan's going to go in after it now. Duncan tries to get it. Highland comes back. They're able to send that one around. They come up off the blue line. Tipped down by DeKemper. DeKemper holds it at the red line. Kendall trying to help along with Duncan. That's going to get poked out, and Conan's going to grab it. He gets it back off for DeKemper. DeKemper's going to send that one down into the zone. Highland takes it to the outside. DeKemper sticks it down, but it gets just out to the blue line. Settling it down is Duncan. Duncan still battling. It goes to Pierce. Pierce goes off to the near boards into the zone. Kendall goes in after it. 3:59 to go. Over to the far corner. Kendall in after it. Back the other way. Kendall with it out front. Puts one on. Gets saved. That goes to Pierce. Pierce is able to get it. Highland sticks that one away. Highland gets it, but it gets knocked down. Kendall's able to hold that one in. We've got Pierce down deep in the zone. Pierce in behind the net now. She looks to come to the side of the net. Highland picks it up. Pressure there from Kendall. Highland's able to get it out to the corner, though. Settle it down, boys. Green with it now. Green's going to go in. Now we've got another delayed penalty. And that one looks like it's going to go against Capalto. Oh, no. Looks like we've got maybe an unsportsmanlike on Highland. Okie doke. There was a lot going on down there. I don't know. But it looked like when we touched it, but that's okay. It's hard to see. We've got some student standers, but student support is always welcome. So we are on the power play for 2 minutes. Brock goes in for the face-off. Brock gets it out. It gets chipped down in front. Highland coming away with it. Highland across the red line into the zone. Highland chasing back now. Pierce goes in after it. Hodge grabs a hold of it. Hodge is going to go behind the net, looking to settle everything down. He's coming away with it, and he gets stick down. Highland picks it back up. They're going to go in. They're going to fire a shot. Blocker saved by AJ. Highland with it now. It goes off to Hodge. Hodge comes through the zone. Hodge it across the red line and across the blue line. He's going to make a move around. It gets sticked. That's going to get out, and Highland's going to clear that one. And Krushik's going to have to hustle back for it now. Krushik coming back the other direction. Krushik across the red line, blue line. He's going to make a move around. He gets tangled up and spun around. Now that's going to go into the far side. It goes out to Green on the point. Green with it now, fires a shot off of the goalpost. Krushik with it, settling it back out for Green, but Highland sticks it away. 2:23 to go. 1 minute to go in the power play. AJ's going to pick that up behind DePalto's net, send it out for Pierce. Pierce with it, back in behind the net again, and Hodge looks to pick it up. Hodge with it now, looking to send it out. Hodge skating in, around, across the blue line. Hodge across the red line, dumps it into the zone. Highland's going to hold that one down. It's going to get just past Dekemper, but Arledge is there. Green picks it up, but it's offside. So we've got a clear. Now we're good. Go back in. Krushik looking to apply pressure, and Highland's going to go ahead and clear that one. 26 seconds left to go in the penalty kill, 1:46 in the game. AJ sends it over to the near side for Arledge. Arledge looking to send it out. He's going back the other direction. Arledge with it over to the far boards. He gets it into the neutral zone. Highland settles that down. They're going to dump it in again. Now it's going to go to Green. Green with it now and across the blue line. He's going to go around. He fires a shot that just goes wide. Hodge picks it up on the near boards. Hodge gets tangled in the corner. That's going to come out, and that's going to go back to Green. Green fires another shot off the leg pad of the goalie. Then Highland looking to clear it. Goes off Green's stick. Stays in the zone. Oh, Dekemper's stick. My bad. And then Highland's going to clear that one. Penalty is over. 1:03 left to go in the game. Pressure from Arledge. And Highland tries to pick that one up. Dekemper gets in the way. Dekemper still trying to battle with it. That gets in front of AJ, and just under his leg pad, and his glove covers it up. So 53 seconds left to go with Alto up 6-1. We're going to have Duncan, Norton, Hartley, Wooten, and Pierce. So Duncan goes in for the face-off. He's able to kick it aside. It comes out of the near corner, near boards. Highland's able to stick it back down in. Wooten's going to go in for it behind. Then it gets back out to the point. Duncan tries to poke that one out along with Hartley. Highland keeps it on the near boards. They go to send it back down in. Pierce with it now. Pierce looking to send it. Norton grabs a hold of it. Highland grabs it the other way. And that's going to go back off to Hartley. Hartley on the boards. Highland pokes it back in. Norton's going to go out to the outside. He's just going to send that one down. 22 seconds. No icing. Hartley's chasing after it. Duncan there with more pressure. And trying to get to that one is Wooten. Pierce with it now. She's going to try to send that one. Gets just past Norton's stick to tip down. No icing. 5 seconds left to go. This will be a winner for Bethalto tonight. 6-1 over Highland. Good way to start the varsity season. Nice job for AJ and Met. We're back at it tomorrow night. So if you cannot join us at East Alton, please join us here on YouTube. Thank you very much.